Hello FleetReadyFam, welcome to FleetReadyGaming. My name is Savad and welcome to the channel. It's been an interesting Monday. Today's February 27th. Just got finished doing a 6.5 hour drive across my state and have finally settled to where I'm going to be staying for the next couple months. And yeah, today we're going to be doing another episode of Patch Note Watchout. It is a fresh week. We got a new schedule for the week from CIG, as well as a fresh patch for the PTU. And guess what? We got 5 new bugs for the patch. Something new to talk about, even though it's adding and not fixing. But let's go ahead and dive into it. Alright, so today at 11:23 a.m. Pacific time the patch dropped, and we have, actually it's 6 known new issues along with a lot of the old. One of the most prevalent bugs getting its own little special issue at the top of the known issues chart. Please avoid hitting the escape key while mousing over and using the shopping kiosk search function in this build, as it will cause a 100% client crash. Interesting bug. Glad the people were able to point that out. Hopefully they'll get that one fixed, because a 100% guaranteed crash is not good, but luckily it's very, key function specific for it to happen. Continuing, we have shopping UI, shopping kiosk, hitting escape key while the cursive is active. Okay, in the search bar crashes client, so they made a quick little one as well. So double reminder there with a little more info. UI, quantum travel, markers will randomly disappear after quantum travel with no route set. I've seen this one happen a couple times. Glad to see it's being addressed. Player character and vendors. Players cannot open inventory in vicinity to food vendors. I wonder if this one's been going on for a little bit longer during the PTU cycle, because for the last couple weeks I've actually noticed this bug happen a couple times. But could never figure out why my inventory was not working, and then at other times was. So glad to see, I would have never thought to associated locations nearby and why that could be happening, but I'll keep an eye on that now. That's an interesting one. Bed logout Avenger Titan. The player character is spawned into the wall of the ship on login. Yeah, I don't have the Avenger Titan. Did in the past, but I had another ship. In fact, it was the Drake Corsair. I had this happen one time where I spawned back in, and it was into the wall, which then caused me to fall out of the ship and into space. Luckily, we weren't moving, so I was able to just get back in. But it's good to know. Multi-vehicle stand-in vehicle animation. No animation for entering pilot seat. Player will snap into seat. Haven't ran into this one yet, but I have seen some streams of people running into it. And moving on to the usual set of bugs that have plagued the PTU cycle. RSI Constellation multivariant. The Snub Fighter lacks interaction prompts to enter it, making it unusable. Wallace Klim is still missing from the Drug Lab and Grim Hex. Looted ammo clips are dropping off players. Audio and sound effects for quantum travel are missing. Scanning is not showing advanced statistics or details. Transit, elevator, and trams are jittery during transit of player characters. Apologize for the sound. Salvage. Some ship wreckages erroneously give no material text and do not let you salvage. Fully loaded C2s landing at Area 18 results in slow frame rate or crash. When flying near another ship seems to hit an invisible box that kicks it in random directions. That one's been a very interesting one over the PTU cycle. Cargo performance. High capacity cargo vessels when loaded can cause severe performance drop on both client and server. Criminal respawn. If a player is placed into Klesher after being rescued with a crime stat, the player is respawned in the facility still incapacitated. For the Breach and Steal mission, the target reclaimer October Rising will disappear when you get very close to it, making the mission impossible. Ship commodity trading cargo inventory. Selling some of the cargo while the vehicle is stored cause the cargo to show at max inventory capacity. Selling at commodity kiosks. Large amounts of cargo sold at once will cause the transaction to fail. The cargo will be taken and no money will be granted. For long criminality, stolen cargo does not behave as such and can be sold as legal cargo if the ship with the cargo is stored. For ship's cockpit animations, occasionally players are unable to exit ship seats. Location transit elevators, players can fall through elevators, and for R&R stations, the player is unable to call elevators from hangar interiors. And finally, multiple locations, ASOP terminals. When storing a ship, the ASOP terminal will set the ship status to claim instead of retrieve. So, still no real update on those core issues, but moving on to bug fixes, we do have 3 miscellaneous bugs that were addressed that seem to have just cropped up in the recent. Starting off, we have 890 boarding mission allowed for players to pilot the 890 jump. Now, this actually was brought up to my attention in my Discord earlier today. People are asking if that was something that was always available, which it was not. This is an issue that was only happening in this PTU build. But yeah, glad to see that's been addressed. Meanwhile, for Arena Commander ship components, the UI on the ship customization screen was not updating with its correctly equipped components. This has been addressed. Good to see. Arena Commander definitely needs the added love. I'm excited for the even more added revamp that is coming later this year for it. And then for our last bug fixes, we have Control UI. Borderless mode breaks mouse icon bound after returning to the main menu. Glad to see that fixed. A lot of the times I have to play in, when streaming, we'll play in borderless mode and or windowed mode. Just so that way I can see other things, since I don't own 2 monitors. So I do have a 4K monitor, which does allow me to get good resolution while still being able to see my streaming software. Yeah, glad to see that's fixed. And then finally, we had 3 server crashes fixed. Awesome. It's kind of a light patch in terms of fixes. 5 new bugs, but hopefully they'll be able to get those squashed out here. If this week was like last week, hopefully we'll have 5 patches to go along with this week. We're at the 27th of February, so there's only 1 more day left in the month. And so hopefully we will, going into March, we will see this PTU turn into a live release. What are your thoughts on that? We're ever storming along. Do you feel like we're going to see a live update in a week or 2? What are your thoughts and predictions on it? Personally, I think we're still about 2 weeks out, including this week. I've been seeing a lot of people on Spectrum saying that, just release it. These bugs that have been holding it back are not detrimental enough to break what's there, to break the live servers, that the fact that the PTU servers are working far more stably versus the current live servers 3.17.5. That it's just time. People are definitely getting restless, and I can understand that. This has been a very long wait for us getting this out to us. But with that said, that's going to end the video for tonight. If you liked the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up It really helps spread our channel around YouTube, lets people know that we're out here. And if you feel like we've earned it, consider subscribing to us. We're a smaller channel sitting at 65 members, looking to grow to 100 by the end of the year. And it goes a long way, and we really love to see our community grow, and I love talking to you guys. I have great chats with everyone down in the comment section. I try to respond to every comment that I get, and have had some really awesome conversations with you guys. Also, if you didn't know, we have a giveaway contest going on right now. You can find more information at the top right corner. Basically, you need to like the video you're watching, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment followed by the hashtag FleetReadyGift, and that will enter you into our contest. Check out that video in the top right to find out more about the prize. And with that, we're going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.